Hello everyone! It's been a long time, but today I'm back here to talk about the Singapore Polytechnic Speed Xiangqi Invitational that I participated in June 2024. So this just will be a recap, and I'm sure people saw the thumbnail and was wondering what the next move is. Don't worry, I'll cover that, but for now I'm just going to give some context and some rules and regulations about what are we even playing in the first place. So to start off, the competition is just using Singaporean rules. Very simple touch moves. If you touch a piece, you must move it. There is also the what is it? The three sets of repetition, else it will be a draw or the person needs to make a new move. And lastly but not least, opponent don't need to call check. If you do not defend yourself against an attack, or you walk into an attack, you die. Very generic rules. What makes this competition special is that it's a speed chess. Speed chess means each player only has 10 minutes to play. Now, it is mostly an individual competition, but there are some team aspects. I will go into those in depth later on, but for now, for the individual side, there's only 7 rounds of Swiss competition, which means you'll be matched against similar rated players. And all players will not be eliminated, but will just be playing all 7 rounds. And the top 5 players will get a medal. I was top 7. I'm very sad. Now, here's the team aspect. If the school in this case means JC, junior colleges, polytechnics, IT, or universities, sends in at least 4 players, they are automatically registered as a team. Now, what does this mean? Team points are the summation of all the team members' points. So, interesting fact, your teammates can be your opponents in this tournament. Overall, your team points doesn't matter, each one person will get 1 point. But, as in the team will get 1 point in the end, but this means that it is mostly the performance of all the individual players. And the top 3 teams gets a medal. Now, this may be a little bit confusing, so let's show an example. Let's say XX Poly Team A has following 4 players. Player A has 6 points. Oh, by the way, each win is a point, each draw is half a point, and each loss is 0 points. B has 2 points, C has 1 point, D has no points. Now, the team points in total for Team A will be 6 plus 2 plus 1, which is 9. Let's say the 5th place player got 5 points, and the 3rd place team got 15 points. This means that player A will win a medal for the individual category, but his team does not win anything. Okay, so now let's move on to the player themselves, me. Yes, I participated here, and here's some context. I left the club for a year, I did not compete for a year, I came back in April to compete again, and I'm year 2 or career 2 in this app called Xiangqi, which is the most popular app in Singapore in terms of Chinese chess. This is in gold. This is like mid. This is the most mid rank you can be. Yeah. Look at that face. I'm not fucking prepared. And my teammates. Most of them are newcomers, they joined this year, except for one veteran. He's our mascot. Why is he our mascot, you may ask? He's our mascot for one main reason. Because this ain't skibbity enough. And he was, so most of them were there for the CCA points since they just started playing, so we cannot really blame them. Which means I'm the only hope, I'm like the last fire. So the teams, the clubs, because there's 8 players, we split into 2 teams. Me, Tyler, LYHQ, Team A, mascot, YRJHJ, Team B. A is our ace team, B is the backup team. That's why most of the good players are in Team A, most of the bad players are in Team B. Oh, not bad. Not as good. Okay. Now, before the competition, immediately, Team A got hit. LY had a medical appointment, so she cannot make it. So that's 3 people left. And all of us were almost late. Why? Because we were lost. Half of us was lost. It is truly a sad reality that we are directionally challenged. And just before the game starts, luckily we reached there in time, because usually at the start the arbiter will just be going through the rules. Just before the game starts, I looked over and see the name list. There's 2 players there. There were Ye Jiu, Career 9, 1 ranked before God mode in that game. aka their grandmasters. Oh man, I face one of them later. I face one of them. So, are we actually hooked to this competition? Let us go through round 1. Hello, you can see my face now. Yes, I'm not as creepy as my picture will appear. So, as you can see here, I have a list of notebooks. This one are all the games that I played, and they are all recorded here. So, as you can see, I'm playing red now against an SP player at black. You can see the notations, I write them all here, so I'm just going to be reading them out and looking at the people. But at the side, okay, just before the game start, there was this, I saw a table, my teammates' table, Team B, they were facing each other. I thought to myself, wouldn't it be funny if I recorded their games for fun? I didn't do so, unfortunately, because turns out when you're recording one game, the timer is ticking and you need to be fast. It's speed competition after all. So, for them, I didn't record it, but once in every while, I looked over and I see their boy is in total chaos. These are the real life comments that you can see. Yeah, it's really bad. It's like what? The cannon is at the elephant, the cannon is at the elephant, or something like that, and it's like, it's everywhere. I don't know how did they get to that point. They don't remember the games themselves. It's like a war that nobody remembers. I'm sure it's a hard-fought war. I don't even know who's the winner in that game. But they were laughing. My mascot was laughing like mad. In his own words, that was not very Phantom Tax. Yes, he's cringe. So, let's go on to the game. First move I played was this. C8 equals 5, which is a central cannon opening. Very easily opening, we're attacking the central pawn. Opponent plays the K2 plus 3, defending the pawn. This one is a good move. I play K8 plus 7, trying to develop my pieces. He plays K8 plus 7. This is called double screening knight, because it protects both the pawn. This is a very common setup in central cannon versus double knights. Or in the actually 装炮对屏风马. Yes, very common. You shall see this like this one is every player must know. So I make my move, R1 equals to, R9 equals 8, trying to attack this cannon. This one, black has the following options. I see this one is very common, R1 equals to, trying to defend the cannon, and now both chariots are looking down at the black cannon. I think that's fine. There's also the other move, which is cannon moving away to be blocked. This move seems weaker. Most people, I think the best move would just be chariot there. This move is very weak because now your cannon is going to be at the side. You cannot mobilize your cannon well. Well, this is the position that I showed you guys. So which of these two moves did he make? Or there's a third option. Cannon move back. Now the chariot is protecting it. This is horrible, I think. Because there's this, and now all three of these places will be quite stuck. But I see some crazy whacks actually do this. So, A, B, C. Which of them did he pick from the thumbnail? Yeah, you were wrong. It's R9 plus 1. He did not notice the cannon was gone, and I took it for free. I'm sorry. Free cannon must take. Moving on, he pushed his pawn. It's important to note that I cannot take the knight, because the cannon is protecting it. So I move my pawn as well. This is just to like oppose him. He moves his here he moves his rook here. R9 equals 6. I think this R9 equals 4. This move isn't as good. He should have played R9 equals 6 to block my knight out. Because my knight needs to move out here to here. If his chariot was here, I cannot do that. Whatever, I play K2 plus 3. He plays, I think here he plays, here he accidentally touches his general. I rule shocked him because I'm an asshole. Touch move if you touch a piece you must move it. But he eventually moves the A4 plus 5. We even call the arbiter to come over. Doesn't really matter with whatever, because both these moves were terrible. For starters, now he still has a chance to go back. He has a chance to go back and defend it. And I think it's still perfectly playable. There's also this idea that I think I had, was where he moves the knight here, entry -5. Now the cannon is attacking my rook, forcing it to kick out. Another acceptable move I think is rook here to like defend. This is a trading off move. I think it's perfectly fine. So what? So this move doesn't do much. It's a defensive move that I don't know. It's kind of useless, honestly speaking. Kind of useless, serves no purpose. Now you're behind on tempo. I march my knight out forward, Rn3+4. He moves his... Okay, this one I think will be his second biggest blunder, other than blundering the knight, the cannon. Moving the... Okay, as you can see here, the double screening knight is to protect the central pawn. That's the whole purpose of moving these knights up. Right? That's the whole purpose. He moves the pawn. P5+1. This one, immediately the pawn is now vulnerable, and I just take. Cannon takes. Check. And all these outcomes were like terrible in my eyes. For example, let's say, move an elephant up to defend. I take the knight. Move the knight up. I take the knight. Move the other knight up. I take the knight. And what happens if he moves the advisor down? I now have this to now immediately take anything I like. It's all just check, and then it's done. Yeah, because the cannon checking out. Now I have a fork. A very strong fork. I guess you could do this. I just trade. Takes, yeah, take. Yeah, I think this will be the... I think that's his best outcome. But it's horrible. So he plays the one move that doesn't lose him the game immediately. General move out here. Immediately I thought I got scared. I thought the chariot was going to come down. I did not notice my knight was here. But my idea was still going to be the same. I move my advisor up. I move my advisor up so that I can have my cannon here to control this pawn. I think it's a pretty solid idea. He plays this R4+2. I don't quite like R4+2. I prefer R4+4. R4+4 forces my knight to move somewhere. I can't move here because the knight will go here, take. I guess, but then it will check. No, I can't go here because chariot also takes up. I can't go here. Knight takes. And now both his knights are protected. Let's say, move. And now I can't take this because he will take this. What about here? Here, chariot goes here. Now my knight is basically stuck up. Wherever it goes, he dies. Yeah, no, it can never go anywhere. So what is my best move here? I think my best move... I don't want to move my cannon up because the pawn can go up. And I lose this initiative that I wanted. So what should I do? What should I do? Can I move down here? I think he has a solid attack here. Attacking the knight. If I move my knight away, he can immediately captures, and now the central cannon is lost. Yeah, and I think it's just a trade. It's a trade of pieces. He can just push out the pawn as well. And I think I'm not in a very good position. But that is if he plays R4+4. He did not play R4+4, he instead played R4+2. I think his idea was to go here to kick my knight out. Don't worry, my knight was about to kicked out. I play C2=6, checking him. He moves the rook here to kick my knight out. I move my knight here to kick him out. I move my chariot, he moves his chariot back. Now here, I took the chariot because it's freer. I think all the other moves are pretty bad here. Not gonna lie. If he takes this, okay, he can't take because it's the cannon that's checking out. If he moves his advisors up, I think I have this. Oh no, that's not the check. Sorry. Here, he has to move inside. Yeah, no, I just get free material. This one is free material for sure. It's the other one. If he moves, he cannot move the general inside. If he moves, no, I think this is not the state yet. So he moves it back. I take. Now here is a very crucial move. He cannot take my knight. It's free. It's a hanging knight, but it's just checkmate. As he cannot take my rook because my cannon is checking him out. It's a double check. I can't move it because my cannon is here. So he makes the okay moves are rook 1 equals to, we trade off rooks. I move my cannon back, trying to go for a repeated cannon checkmate. He moves his knight up. I go to the side. My plan was to move this here, and that would kill him. As this repeated check, his knight can go up to defend, but I will take it out. And then this is a very strong endgame. He moves his cannon here. I think it's a very interesting move, if not for the fact that my pieces were too aggressive on him. So here, I played this. If he moves up, I take, he takes. Okay, if he doesn't take, right, I'll just take on him. He takes, I take. Doesn't really end in. Wait, here, right? Yeah. He takes, I take, I'm winning. I have double knights, 1 cannon, 1 chariot. I'm winning for sure. This endgame. If he takes, we can take that. I think there's also this check. Let's say, this one would not be that checkmate. That's not what he did in the actual game itself. This move, it would just be a trade on pieces, and I think it would be quite devastating attack. Because my pieces are not moved. I have 2 pieces on my side, bro. He moves his general in. He was timing out very fast. In the end, I think he timed out faster than I killed him. So I play my knight here, checkmate. This is called hiding knight, or 卧槽嘛, where it attacks from the side. These two, where it attacks from the center and he has to be pushed out. It's especially effective against those with advisors because they can only go one way out. And if I just cover this lane, you die. It's a yee. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you can like, subscribe and share this video to someone else. And I hope to see you next time in round 2.